The room started laughing before I realized my marriage was over. Nobody screamed. Nobody accused anyone. Nobody even noticed what had happened. Except my husband. He watched our golden retriever sprint across the backyard, straight past me, straight past him, and leap into Ryan's arms. The laughter lasted maybe 5 seconds. The silence afterward lasted the rest of my marriage. Dogs don't understand affairs. They don't understand lies. They don't understand weddings or vows or secrets. They only understand routine, comfort, familiarity, the people who make them feel safe. That's what made that afternoon so devastating. Buddy wasn't choosing between two strangers. He was choosing between the two men he thought belonged in his life. The barbecue celebrated our 9th wedding anniversary. Ironically, Noah insisted we invite everyone. Neighbors, friends, coworkers, even Ryan. Officially, Ryan was a project manager from a construction company that had renovated part of our office building. Unofficially, he'd been sleeping with me for almost 14 months. Looking back, inviting him should have terrified me. Instead, I convinced myself Noah was simply being friendly. He always liked meeting the people I worked with. Or at least, that's what I believed. Buddy had always loved people. He greeted every guest the same way, tail wagging, tongue hanging out, expecting attention from anyone willing to pet him. He'd been with Noah and me since he was a puppy. We adopted him 3 years into our marriage. No children, just Buddy. He became our family. Several months before the barbecue, Ryan started coming to the house. Never when Noah was home. Afternoon lunches, work meetings, coffee before returning to the office. Buddy adored him. At first, I thought nothing of it. Dogs love everyone, don't they? Apparently not. The barbecue began just after noon. Kids played football. Music drifted from speakers on the patio. The grill smoked constantly. People laughed. Everything felt normal. Painfully normal. Ryan arrived carrying a pie from the bakery I liked. Noah smiled, shook his hand, thanked him for coming. They stood talking near the grill while I tried not to look nervous. Watching them laugh together made my stomach twist. Buddy wandered between guests, collecting treats and belly rubs. Nothing unusual, nothing suspicious. Until Noah whistled. Buddy. Our dog immediately looked up. His ears perked. His tail started wagging. Noah smiled. Come here, boy. Buddy started running, toward Noah, then halfway across the yard. He changed direction, without hesitation. He ran directly to Ryan, jumped onto him, licked his face, spun in circles, whining with excitement. The kind of greeting he usually reserved for someone coming home after weeks away. Everyone laughed. Guess he has a favorite. Someone joked. Ryan laughed awkwardly while scratching Buddy behind the ears. He really likes me. Noah smiled. I noticed. The sentence sounded harmless, only I heard the weight behind it. Buddy refused to leave Ryan's side. He followed him everywhere. To the drink cooler, to the buffet, back to the patio. When Ryan sat down, Buddy rested his head on his knee. Noah watched quietly. Not angry. Curious, like someone confirming something he'd already suspected. An hour later, Noah walked into the house. He returned holding Buddy's leash. I've got an idea. Everyone looked over. Let's see who Buddy listens to. People laughed. They thought it was a game. Noah unclipped the leash, walked to the center of the yard, then looked at Ryan. You call him. Ryan hesitated. What? Go ahead. See if he'll come. Ryan smiled nervously. Buddy. The dog immediately ran to him, without hesitation, without looking anywhere else. Another round of laughter. Someone joked, I think you've been replaced. Noah chuckled. Maybe. Then he knelt beside Buddy, scratched behind his ears, looked directly at Ryan. How long have you been visiting him? The yard went quiet. Ryan blinked. What? Noah smiled. Buddy doesn't trust people that quickly. Nobody understood. Not yet. He usually needs weeks. Pause. Sometimes months. Another pause. So, how long has he known you? Ryan looked at me, looking for help. There wasn't any. I've been over a few times. Noah nodded. I know. Silence. The air itself felt heavy. Buddy walked back to Ryan, sat beside him again. Without realizing it, our dog answered the question neither of us could. When did you find out? I whispered. Noah didn't even look surprised. Last Thanksgiving. 8 months. 8 months of birthdays. Christmas. Weekend trips. Family dinners. 8 months of him knowing. Every memory instantly changed. The patience, the kindness, the quiet. He wasn't trying to catch us. He was waiting to see whether we'd ever stop lying. Ryan stood. I think I should leave. Noah nodded politely. I think Buddy's going to miss you. A few nervous laughs escaped, then stopped, because suddenly everyone understood. Ryan didn't argue, didn't apologize, didn't look at me. He simply walked toward his truck. Buddy tried to follow him. Noah gently held the leash. The image broke something inside me. Not because Ryan was leaving, because Buddy cried. He whined, pulled against the leash, watched Ryan drive away until the truck disappeared around the corner. The guests began making excuses. One by one, they left. The barbecue ended hours early. That evening, Noah and I sat alone on the back porch. Buddy rested quietly between us, his head on Noah's foot. Noah reached beneath the patio table, pulled out a large envelope. Divorce papers, already signed, already organized, already waiting. I stared at them, then finally asked, why the dog? Noah smiled sadly. Because dogs don't rehearse. I frowned. They don't create stories. They don't protect secrets. A long silence settled over the yard. They simply run to the person who feels like home. He looked down at Buddy, gently rubbed behind his ears. I stopped wondering whether you loved someone else. Another pause. I only wanted to know whether he had become part of this family. Before I knew he existed. He stood, picked up the envelope, placed it in my hands, then quietly walked inside, leaving Buddy beside me. I still think about that afternoon. The laughter, the sunshine, the smell of charcoal. But the worst part wasn't that our affair was exposed. It wasn't the divorce. It wasn't even watching Ryan drive away. It was realizing that the only one who never lied to anyone was the dog. He simply ran to the person he'd learned to trust. And in doing so, he crossed the distance between two men and exposed a secret that two adults had spent 14 months trying to hide.